Welcome everyone to a brand new art video. Today we are creating yet again with some more acrylic markers. This is Ohuhu's 48 direct ink set. We are going to create some lilacs and I'm going to explain how I blend with acrylic markers. So let's finish up swatching and get right into creating. If you're interested in these markers or want to treat yourself to them, the links will be down below, as well as a coupon code that will give you a percentage off your order on Ohuhu's website. So while I create with these markers and paint some lilacs, I'm going to be walking you through how I blend with acrylic markers because it can be tricky. And if you're a beginner or just want to learn some new tips, I will be showing you today. And if you have some tips with acrylic markers that you know, I would love to know them in the comments down below. So I've finished swatching the direct ink Ohuhu marker and they went on super opaque and smooth. Some of the markers when they went on were just a tiny bit streaky, but a few more shakes of the marker and that will be totally fixed. Another thing that is in the set, which I think is so great, is that the set comes with 3 white markers and 3 black markers. And this is great because you will definitely be going through probably more white than you are going to with any of the other colors. This is the first set that I've seen with extra white and black markers. I was pleasantly surprised to see that. And these are just so cute and small compared to some other markers I have tried. It's just really your preference on what you want to have. No size of a marker is good or bad. It's just what you want. I love the case that it comes in. Ohuhu has the greatest cases for their acrylic markers. I love them because I know they'll be protected, but they're not in a case that'll break or dent or damage as would a box or a plastic case. So I love their cases and I would have no problem in traveling with them or taking them somewhere. I know they're really secure inside the case. I just love that they're all lined up, ready to go. You don't have to pump. They're just ready when you are to go and create art. There's 48 within the set and there's such a wide variety of colors that you could create really anything you want. There's no searching for numbers. There's no organizing. It's all there for you. They do provide another little swatch card that they have printed. Of course, I recommend swatching them. Now let's create some art with them. I'm so excited. Let's get to painting. So here we go in my sketchbook. I am doing a rough sketch of some lilacs that I will paint these markers. I am working off of a photo of our neighbor's lilacs, and I'm looking at the swatch card and picking out my colors that I want. This helps define a color palette. So first off, I start with my first 3 greens that I've picked out. I have one of the lighter ones I will use, a middle green, and my darkest green that I will use. And I go between each one, and for the upfront leaves, the ones that are closest, I am using the first 2 greens, and those are going to be my most detailed leaves. And as I work in the background, I am doing less structured brushstrokes, and I'm just going between blending with my dark green and my middle green to create depth and a background that fills in all those white spots. I would love to know if you have your own acrylic markers that you use and what you create with them. Before I go any further, let's take a closer look at what I mean when I am blending with my acrylic markers. The first way I blend is going between 2 different colors, usually a darker color and a lighter color. For this painting, I used a lot of green and purple, of course. So I'm taking the 2 colors and I have both the caps off, and I am constantly switching between the 2 colors while they are still wet. So this works well if you are trying to cover a large area, because acrylic markers dry pretty quickly and then you won't be able to blend as well, of course, when it's dried. So you'll have to do many layers. And that is the main way I blend. The next way I blend is actually putting the color directly on the other way I blend is directly putting the opposite color on the nib of the paint pen. It works better if you're taking a darker color and putting it on a lighter color nib. It'll show up better. So it'll create this middle color between the 2. This one, I use this one more to add more detail. So if I'm doing smaller brush strokes and I need a certain color or I want to blend a certain area, I'll do this because it's more concentrated and easier to maintain if it's directly on the nib. If you're doing it this way, or even the other way of blending, I would recommend having a scrap piece of paper next to you so you can clean off in between your usages of the specific color, just to make sure it stays clean and not dyed from the other color. And it's a good idea to get most of the paint residue off of the marker and get it to the original color. Now back to our lilac painting. I continue to work on the background and I'm going in with my darkest green, and I'm drawing some smaller leaf shapes, trying to make the background look all cohesive with the closer leaves, but also not too distracting. I don't want it to be too uniform because the background is blurry, of course. So here I'm just giving indications of leaves, but also there's some shadows, and I'm blending here, blending there. As you can see, I'm switching from dark green to light green. Let me know if you want a dedicated video on how I create foliage with acrylic markers. That would be an interesting video to do and maybe help you create your own foliage. Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you didn't know, I have an art shop. If you wanted to support me at all, I would be so grateful if you checked it out. And maybe there's something you would like to have in your home or in your hands. The link is down below. So I will leave you now to enjoy the rest of the video. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments about this painting or these markers. I will give you my final thoughts at the end. Enjoy! And we are at the end of the video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed and had a fun time watching, or maybe you created along with me. These markers were so juicy and vibrant, and they layered beautifully. I have worked with Ohuhu in the past. I just love their quality of markers and their thoughtfulness in the packaging. I want to give a thank you to Ohuhu for gifting me these markers to try out and share with you all. Again, there is a link and coupon code if you are interested in checking these out or giving yourself a little gift of some new markers. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope this helped you in your own art journey somehow. So I'll see you in the next video because there are always more to come. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.